What you bought? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hock, I'm gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them, I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted, we hear the truth and reject it. But love is getting corrected, and all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Alright, this is Rude Speech, man. We got Captain Tower in the building.
Yeah. Who's that?
Yeah, so Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rude Speech, man. Understand, I break it down right quick,
don't forget it. One who West in my brain, one who West in my heart, one who West when I finish, one who West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lift note. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts, very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot you. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not in China. My conglomerate wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring trauma. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down or we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designing charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had fringes on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart. One West when I'm finished, one West.
Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld.
The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9/11, I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawing, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get admitted, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. Know you hate it, don't even matter. New page, still the same time.
People might, but just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away, or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up into it, you're gonna run
Stick
with
to
it.
the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest is no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, and it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you niggas loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm racked out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. You in the fall, this a demonstration. Get sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against it, you gon' see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running. Let's get to the business. I was still playing my post. Taking the rim like diesel. Don't run with too many people. I don't feel none of us equal. None of us equal.
And there are some brothers and sisters that know that so much, they would never leave. They would never abandon you. Since you have to stay alive here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready, then stay inside. You drowning away, or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West. 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 They're one West.
Buck roll.
Send my bro a kite quick. Ties of war, we ain't forget about you. Keep your light lit. Rappers can't see, most of them scared to witness. Go and close your eyes, there's one right here for the trenches. Bad bitches, natural hair or extensions. Hood niggas that'll probably grip like some dentures. Brothers on them fences, 23 and 1 out. Praying that that commissary hit before it run out. Riches on the gram, dog filter with their tongue out. Couldn't stay home because they found the dugout. Closed casket, burner in the low jacket. My co-captain, riding on these whole rappers, my hoes fabulous. Now I don't mean that derogatory, but I'm a player and there's no my women riding for me. I avoided Maury, I got 2 jets. If I can't make it through for them, then I'm useless. Sit down that roof, Chris, with a couple bosses. After the war, just to count our losses, it's not many. You see a smile on my face, but I'm not friendly. Gun on my waist, sipping white Henny. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Waiting on the squab in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart with my bow tie. Living in the squab in my whole life. My whole life. It's so melodic. When I be dropping this ebonics, this ghetto phonics, it got me on the level supersonic. My bomb atomic, and you know where you can find me. Somewhere probably folding this paper origami. My name is pure as the Dasani, my wave is like a tsunami. I went from 0 to 100, feeling like Ricky Bobby. I made a deal with the Reaper. Got a couple wives, they some keepers. Talk a lot of shit, but you can't walk a mile in my sneakers. Bitches go to Miami, come home with change features. Now she got a BBL, her ass fatter. Trying to show up all them niggas that laughed at her. Now when they see her, they only wanna fuck her. They just wanna touch her, they don't wanna cuff her. They just wanna come and kick it with her like a punter. Turned her to a runner, now it's all aboard the train. Fenty on her face, but it's not concealing the pain, it's a shame. So I'm in the hood like some rap snacks. I know niggas kill you and your mama for a scat pack. Dark tint, matte black, they do it for half that. Had you like 90s Missy in a fucking trash bag. I'm from Philly, we don't do bank accounts, just cash app. I spit a verse and I just watch the time slow. This that guy flow, this that shit that rappers die for. This that uncut Taha Wall straight from Pablo Escobar. I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but no, this that block work. Make the countermeasures, take pleasures, making an op hurt. Lightest in the sky, cause every verse is a concert. My mind work at speed y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. The king, the streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right.
44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Friday, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, I'm too solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. In the field like Jeepers Creepers, say they want some smoke, dawg. So I brought these chimney sweepers. Coming like we coming, you can't even cap. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. So if you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch, bless your heart. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dawg? Guns to butter, baby boy. You PK top, dawg. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in that attic like they Anne Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. Damn! Killing motherfuckers. Stand over him, shoot him in the face. Say, no. Hey, listen, bro, you don't know me. I be this bitch tripping.
Mother. Laya Shrub. Mazum is me stand. When I conduct me to my face the east, you can do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayah, Kwadas, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Daba'ah, Ratazai, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazai, Kawat, Hayah, Bashamayah, Nadalanawa, Bakam, Kal, Yuwan, Wasalakanawa, Kabawakanawa, Kasalakanawa, Kabawayanawa, Bala'ah, Dabayayanawa, Panasai one, a ball, how was Shai now, my yun, right, Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Hamalakwa,
Malakwa,
Waha'ala,
Wahala,
Watapara,
Watapara,
Awalami,
Awalami,
Aman,
Aman, in the English, our Father, which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come,
thy will be done,
thy will be done
in earth,
as
it is in heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our
and
debts,
forgive us our
as
debts,
we forgive our debtors,
we forgive our debtors,
and lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. Attack the power of the Hebrew Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Baba Kashah,
Baba Kashah,
Nathalanawa,
Lathananawa,
Hakat,
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 Larapa'ah,
Larpa'ah,
Kal Makala,
Karamakala,
Wakal Madawa,
Madawa,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Latzahar,
Atahar,
Hamatazariah,
Hamatazariah,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Lahaki,
Lahaki,
Hamati,
Hamati,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Al-Kawa,
Al-Kawa,
Tama'ala,
Tamala,
Gar's son,
Darashan,
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Water Aman,
Wada Ahmad in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
please give us the power,
please give us the power
to heal,
power to heal
all manner of sickness,
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
power to cleanse the leper,
power to cleanse the leper,
power to raise the power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
power against unclean
to
spirits,
cast them out,
in
in the name of Yahweh
the
Shai.
name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. To the planet of Israel, we give the name of God, God's the name of loved one, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Shai,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wayasharala,
Wayasharala,
Wahabayah,
Wahabayah,
Sapari,
Saparia,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapah,
Rapah,
Magun,
Magun,
Hagun,
Magun. Captain Soccer War,
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 Freddie Billups,
Freddie Billups,
Freddie Billups,
Freddie Billups,
Freddie Billups,
Freddie Billups,
the entire Anderson
the
family,
entire Anderson family,
the entire Anderson family,
the entire Anderson
the
family,
entire Anderson
the
family,
entire Anderson
the
family,
entire McAllister
the
family,
entire McAllister
the
family,
entire McAllister
the
family,
entire McAllister
the
family,
entire McAllister family,
the entire McAllister family,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Yaradan,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
the entire Thornton
the
family,
entire Thornton
the
family,
entire Luckett
the
family,
entire Lucky
the
family,
entire Jordan
the
family,
entire Jordan
the
family,
entire McCain
the
family,
entire McCain family,
the entire Williams
the
family,
entire Wills family,
the entire Kincaid
the
family.
entire Kincaid family,
Done.
the house like Captain Soccer War,
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 the House of
the
Yaradan,
House of Yaradan,
House of Yaradan,
House of Yaradan,
House of
House
Yaradan,
of Yaradan,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Officer Warrior,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
Priest Adama,
House of Kawan,
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 the entire Billups family,
the entire Billups
the
family,
entire Billups
the
family,
entire Billups
the
family,
entire Billups
the
family,
entire Billups family,
all Israel,
all Israel.
done by Shimi Hawashai,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai,
Water Aman,
Wada Ahmad in the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh
in
Shai,
the name of Yahweh,
bless us,
bless us,
and Israel,
and Israel,
and the school,
and the school,
bless,
bless,
heal,
heal,
shield,
shield,
protect,
protect,
in the name of Yahweh
in the
Shai.
name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari,
Al-Hahari,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Isariah,
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 Ma'ai,
Ma'ai,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Wa'aratazah,
Wa'aratazah,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamawat,
Lamawat,
Regal,
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamar,
Shamarka,
Hanala'ah,
Anala'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ai,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasharala,
Yasharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamar,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazal,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyuka,
Yamyuka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashemash,
Hashemash,
La'ah,
La'ai,
Yakayaka,
Yakayaka,
Wayarat,
Wayarah,
Layala,
Layala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makal Rai,
Rai,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Apnapashka,
Apnapashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazahat,
Tazahatka,
Baba Wa'at,
Wa'atka,
Ma'atat,
Ma'atha,
Wa'ai,
Wa'ai,
I will
I
love.
will love in the English. I will lift up mine eyes into the
I
hills,
will lift my eyes unto the hills,
from whence cometh my help.
from which cometh my
My
help.
help coming from from Yahweh,
Thy help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasharallah
he that keepeth
shall
Yasharallah
neither slumber nor sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth,
and even forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayah,
Alahayah,
Al-Damayah,
Al-Damayah,
Lakut,
Lakah,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Thakarash,
Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Tashakwat,
All, Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Wabika,
Awabika,
Yahama,
Yahama,
Yawan,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amika,
Al-Amika,
Yarayama,
Yarayamwa,
Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata,
Wayatha,
Ya'ai Tazawa,
Ya'ai Tazawah,
Al-Tazapawaya,
Al-Tazapawamyaka,
Amarwa,
Amaru,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakiyadam,
Wanakakiyadam,
Magaya,
Nagaya,
Wala'a,
Wala'ai,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasharat,
Shum Yasharala,
Awada,
Awada,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'ai Tazawa,
Nawai Tazawah,
Labat,
Laba,
Jakad,
Yakadwa,
Ayak,
Ayaka,
Baryah,
Barya,
Yakarat,
Yakaratu,
Ahoya,
Ahoya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashamai,
Wayasamai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa'ab,
Wawa'aba,
Wahagaria,
Wahakari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wamawan,
Wa'amalak,
Wamalak,
Palashat,
Palashat,
Amishabi,
Yashabia,
Tazawar,
Tabzawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gum Mashawar,
Nalawat,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawat,
Iowa,
Zerawai,
Zerawai,
Labanya,
Banya,
Wat,
the Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Laham,
Laham,
Kamadi,
Madia,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabi,
Kayabi,
Bonakal,
Banakal,
Koyashawan,
Koyashawan,
Nashamadi,
Nashamadi,
Bayan,
Mayan,
Da'ira,
Da'ira,
Hayawat,
Iowa,
Daman,
Daman,
La'adam,
La Adama,
Shayatam,
Sayatham,
Nada,
Lada,
Yap,
Yatmawa,
Kaira,
Kaira,
Wakasabah,
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 Wakatazalmanai,
Wakatazalmanai,
Kal Nashikama,
Paul Nasiakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amar,
Amarwa,
Nairashah,
Narisha,
Nanawat,
Nanawa,
Ah, Na'awat,
Na'awat,
Alahayam,
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 Alahayah,
Shayatam,
Shayathamwa,
Kagalgalat,
Galgala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Rawaka,
Rawaka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba'ira,
Taba'ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalahaba,
Talahat,
Dalahat,
Hariyam,
Hariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradat,
Daradatma,
Basa'ira,
Basa'irika,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapatka,
Wapatka,
Dabahalam,
Dabahalam,
Mala'at,
Mala'ai,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kwalawan,
Palawan,
Wayab,
Waya,
Wakwash,
Wakwashu,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabashu,
Wayab,
Waya,
Behold,
Behold,
Adi Ai,
Idai,
Wayab,
Waya,
Kapar,
Kapar,
Wayab,
Waya,
Abad,
Abad,
Wayab,
Waya,
Da'ir,
Da'ira,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Ata,
Atha,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labat,
Labatka,
Ayuan,
Adiwan,
Al, Kal,
Ka,
Haratazah.
Ratazah, in the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
Thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said. Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
Being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah.
That the name of Yasharallah.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
One consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
And the Hagarene.
And the Hagarene.
Gebal.
Gebal.
And Ammon.
And Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As to the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kisan.
The brook of Kisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And Zael.
And Zael.
Yea.
Yea.
all their princes at Sabbath,
all the princes at Sabbath,
and at Samuna,
who
said,
let
us take to ourselves
the
houses of Yahweh in possession.
house of Yahweh possession.
Oh my power, make them like a wheel, as a stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth.
Sorry, Mr. Turner. Sabbath, be seated.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Barakatah to the brothers. It's all too wild. Yahweh Shemalatah Bashem, Yahushua to the sisters. The water means thank you for joining us once again for the Isupk Chicago Sabbath service, where every single week we go over the scriptures from Genesis to Revelations. And we read to you in the ancient Hebrew. And of course, we do give you the English translation. So we're going to pick up what we did in the biblical narrative, in our history.
Right.
What we did last week, we were at Exodus chapter 1, verse 18. So we'll be picking up at Exodus chapter 1, verse 19. So to give you an idea of where we are, we went through how we came into Egypt with Joseph. You know, how he became the most powerful man in Egypt underneath the Pharaoh.
That's right.
How he brought us as a people then. We weren't even a fledgling nation. We were just Salakia. We were not a fledgling nation at the time. We were, a new people starting off. We were growing. And we brought everything into Egypt, and we still Joseph helped Egypt survive through 7 years of plenty, where it was just an abundance of everything. People taking things for granted, and then it was 7 years of a grievous famine that hit the entire earth, and made Egypt the capital of the earth, made Egypt the trading center of the earth, and the powerful empire that you all know it to be right now. The reason Egypt is so great and powerful is because of Joseph.
Right.
Period. All right. So eventually, of course, through natural progression, when we moved into Egypt, we grew as a people exponentially. And Joseph ended up, of course, going to sleep with our forefathers. He died. And then, successions of generation after generation, we were in Egypt, king after king, pharaoh after pharaoh was born, until finally to get to a pharaoh that did not know Joseph.
Right.
He didn't know Joseph. He didn't care about the history that Joseph established, and how Egypt got established, and how great Joseph was, and how respected the Hebrews were in Egypt. The Israelites were in Egypt. You know what I mean? He did not care about that. All he knew was that it was too many of us in Egypt. They were afraid that if we joined, if a war happened and we joined their enemies, that we would overthrow Egypt and they would lose their power. So the solution of this Pharaoh, like the solution of America and any ignorant man, was to turn around and enslave our people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's where we are at right now in the narrative. This is our greatest captivity. We had several captivities before this.
Right.
Each captivity lasted longer and longer, and our captivity is directly in line with our disobedience with the Lord. All right. So now we are in Egypt, and this wicked Pharaoh, who did not care about the great contributions that we made to that land and how we made it great, has finally decided to enslave us.
Right.
And now we're at a point where we're growing too fast, and they started abortions. Okay. If you were here with us last week, it got to the point where the Egyptians told the midwives to slay all the male children and keep the women children. That's how you control a population of people, and you still keep your slave stock and your concubines. I'll say that word flowing. Right. You know what I mean? So for those of you that do not know it, abortion is an ancient Egyptian practice that was performed on us. Some people might say, oh, well, they had to wait for the baby to be born to see if it was male. It's called a full-term abortion. Right. As soon as that baby was born, if it was a male child, they were instructed to kill the male child and to spare the female. So our sisters out here that are out here aborting their babies, you are following the traditions of heathens, and the Lord does not approve of it. It is murder, and the Lord will make you pay if you do not repent and come out of that wickedness. That's right. All right, so Lakia, let's pick up in the Hebrew, Mariah.
God, it's the book of Genesis. It's like the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 19 in the Hebrew. What the Moran? Hamayaladath, all. Paraiha, Kaya, La'a, Kanashiyam, Hamatazawarium, Hamatazawariyath, Haibariyath, Kaya, Hayawath, Hana, Batara, Sai Bataram, Dabawa, Alahan, Hamayaladath, Waladawa, verse 20. Wayata Alahayam, Lama Yaladam, Lama Yaladath, Wayara, Ha'aim, Waya Tazamawa, Ma'ad, verse 21, Wayahaya, Kaya, Yawa, it's like Yara Awa, Hamaladath, Ha'alahayam, Waya Aish, Laham, Batayam, verse 22. Waya Tazawa, Paraiha, Lakal, Amawa, La Amar, Kal, Haban, Hayalawad, Hayara, Dashala Kayawa, Wakal, Habath, the Kat Yawan. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 1. Wayalak, Ayash, Mabayath, Lawaya, Wayakwak, Bath, Lawaya, verse 2, Ratahar, Ha'asha, Watalad, Ban, Watara, Atawa, Kaya, Tawa, Hawa, Watataza, Panawa, Shalasha, Yarakayam, verse 3, Wala'a, Yakala, Iwad, Hatazapayanwa, but the Kwak, Lawa, the Kath, Gama, but the Kamara, Bakamar, Wabazapath, what the Sham, Baha, Af, Hayalad, what the Sham, Basawap, Al, Shapath, Hayawa.
One more here.
Verse 4. What the Tata, it's like what the Tazaya, Akatanwa, Marakak, Laraiha, Maha, Yaisha, Lawa.
Christ. All right, let's pick up the English.
God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 19 in the English. And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women.
He said, what?
And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively.
They are what?
For they are lively.
He said the Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women. These Hebrew women are lively. You know what I mean? They got a spirit about them. They got some energy about them that's different than the Egyptian women. That's just the Bible letting you know we are not Africans.
That's right.
Egyptians are Africans. You know what I mean? We are not those people. We're not Egyptians. We're not from Zimbabwe. We're no Africans. Our women are not African women.
Right.
We are not Egyptian women. Our women are different. Our people are different. We are a separate people from them. Keep going.
And are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
Said, look, they delivering the baby before we can even get in the room. They're lively. They in there, they're in labor. Next thing you know, before the midwife is there, here the baby goes. So we can't abort the baby because the baby's already there. We can't lie to them and tell them that their baby didn't make it because the baby is already alive and they see it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 20. Therefore, God dealt well with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty.
So the Lord dealt well with the midwives. You know what I mean? He rewarded these sisters for their bravery because they're going against a wicked Pharaoh who wants us destroyed as a people.
Right.
You know what I mean? He could have very well severely punished these sisters, but the Lord saw fit to deal well with them. You know what I mean? These sisters got rewarded for their bravery. Keep going.
Verse 21. And it came to pass, because the midwives feared God, that he made them houses. Verse 22. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
Now see, now he charged his people with doing it. So, okay, the Hebrew women, you know what I'm saying, they having babies before we could deceive them and destroy them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So how about this? Let's not pretend anymore. Any son born, throw him into the river and save the girls. You know what I'm saying? This is I cannot believe our people want to be Egyptians so god darn bad.
Right.
You know what I mean? You want to be a people that vehemently sought to destroy you, especially you brothers. All you brothers want to be Egyptologists and all of that crap. You know what I'm saying? And you're worshiping the very people that this was ancient times and you were born, they would have thrown you into the river and drowned you as a newborn baby. That is the horrific spirit that is on those heathens, and that's how much they hate you. Right. Keep going.
The book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi, and took to wife a daughter of Levi. Verse 2. And the woman conceived, and bare a son. And when she saw him, that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months. Verse 3. And when she could not longer hide him, and took for him an ark of bulrushes, and dyed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein.
Now, if you don't know, it was a woman from the house of Levi, you know what I mean, she conceived a son, and he was a beautiful child.
Right.
You know what I mean? This was a very, everybody, everybody baby ain't pretty. You know what I mean? But this was a beautiful child, and she did not want to destroy this baby. She did not want to throw this innocent life into the river as this wicked Pharaoh had instructed her to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So keep going.
And she laid it in the flags by the river's brink. Verse 4. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
Right. So this goes against everything that our oppressors have ever taught us about. If you don't know, this baby is Moses.
Right.
Okay. This is the story of Moses, how he became. So they took the bulrushes, which is wood, make an ark out of flexible wood and straw and all that, made a basket, a little boat for him. You know what I'm saying? And made sure that it wouldn't sink. That's what the asphalt and the pitch is. They clogged it up. They made sure that it was buoyant. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't leak. Put the child in and laid it by the reeds in the riverbank. Now his sister stood afar off watching. You know what I'm saying? Watching what was done, so she could know what would happen with her newborn brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And all the narratives that you see of Moses, you would think that he did not know anything about his history, but his older sister was right there with him the whole entire time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So right now, instead of destroying this young life, this woman risked her life to save this young life. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now we're going to pick up. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2 and verse 5 in the Hebrew. With the rod, Bath, Pariah, Larak Tazah, Al, Hayar, Wena Irathya, Halakath, Al, Yad, Hayad, with the Ra, Av, Hathabah, but the war, Saki, but the Wak, Hasawak, Hasawak, with the Shalak, Av, Hamatha, Saki, Amatha, with the Kwaka, with the Saki, with the Kwaka, verse 6, with the Patak, with the Ra'ah, Saki, with the Ra'ah, Hawa, Av, Halayad, Wahana, Na'ir, Bakar, with the Saki, Wat Kamalah, Al-Yawa, with the Amar, Maladia, Saki, Mayaladia, Hibaram, Saki, Haibarium, Za'ah, verse 7, with the Amar, Akathwa, Al, Bath, Parai, Hailak, Wakarathia, Lak, Ashar, Mayanakwath, Man, Hibarat, Hibarat, Ha'ibarayath, with the Nakwat, Lak, Ath, Halayad, verse 8, with the Amar, La'ah, Bath, Pariah, Lakya, with the Lak, Ha'ilama, with the Korah, Ath, Hayalak, Saki, Hayalad, verse 9, with the Amar, La'ah, Bath, Pariah, Haya, Laya, Kaya, Ath, Hayalad, Hazaha, Wahayan, Kawa, Laya, Wa'anya, Athan, Saki, Athan, Av, Makarak, Saki, Shakarak, Watakwak, Ha'ashah, Hayalad, with the Na Kwawa, verse 10, where you Gadal, where you Degal, Hayalad, with the Bahawa, Labath, Pariah, Waya Haya, Laha, Laban, with the Korah, with the Korah, Shamua, Shama, with the Mar, Kaya, Man, Hamayam, Mashayath Hawa, verse 11, Wayaha, Banyamyam, Haham, Waya Degal, Shema, Masha, sorry, yeah, Masha, Wayatazah, Al, Akayawa, Wayara, Batabalatu, sorry, that's a suck. Basa Basab Latham, Wayara, Ayash, Matazariah, Makah, Ayash, Idaria, Ibaria, Ma'akyawa. All right, gonna pick it up in the English.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 5 in the English. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river.
Mm-hmm.
And her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it.
And she came down to wash herself, self-explanatory, and her maids were surrounding her because, of course, you know, she's the daughter of Pharaoh. She's not just going to jump in the river naked. You know what I mean? They come to shield her from the public view and the eye and make sure that she's safe and protected, you know what I mean, as much as they can. And so she saw the baby sitting on the riverbank. Keep going.
Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child.
Mm-hmm.
And behold, the babe wept.
She opened up the bag. She opened up the little ark. And she sees this beautiful little baby boy sitting there in the ark, and he started to cry. Keep going.
And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrew children.
She said, what?
This is one of the Hebrew children.
So she opened it up, and she had compassion on when the beautiful little baby boy cried. It melted her heart.
Right.
She had compassion. She said, oh my God, this is one of the Hebrew children. Keep going.
Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? Verse 8, and Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and called the child's mother.
Now you see, now all this Noah, you know, they make it seem like Noah never knew anything about his heritage.
Right.
Now his sister saw Pharaoh's daughter pick her brother up, and she ran over to her like she's concerned. Salakia, ma'am, should I go get one of the nurses? When it said nurse, they mean a nurse maid. That means a wet mother, as they call them nowadays. That a woman who is full of milk. You know what I'm saying? So they can nurse a child, because some women don't produce milk like other women do. Some women produce in abundance. Some women produce just enough. Some women produce none or not enough at all. So they had what's called a wet mother. That's what she meant, a nurse, a wet nurse, you know what I mean, to nurse the child. So she went and got his mother. Pharaoh's daughter don't know that this is Moses' mom. You know what I'm saying? But the sister went and got her mother, which is his mother, to come and nurse her brother. but Moses never knew his family or that he was a Hebrew, according to Esau, who blatantly lies to you about what's in this Bible. Keep going.
Verse 8, and Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. Oh, it's like verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
So now, the woman, Moses' mother, took the child. She got paid to nurse her child. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why the scriptures say, be as wise as a serpent, but gentle as a dove. You know what I'm saying? You have to be wise when you're moving with these heathens. You have to be careful of what you do and say to them. You know what I'm saying? And you have to make sure it is for your benefit and the benefit of your child. Now, you don't want to rob and lie and steal and cheat and do this thing. But if you can put yourself in a position, you know what I'm saying, in a proper position with just a little bit of subterfuge, then you better do it. Because guess what? That's what saved Moses' life. And if it wasn't for what they're doing right now, yes, they're deceiving Pharaoh's daughter. But you know what? They're not flat out deceiving. They're just not telling her what's going on. They're not telling her that they're family. Because if they did, then she'll feel tricked. And then she'll probably send for the child. The child is to be destroyed. Then she'll probably have the child tossed in the river, like her wicked father said. Keep going.
Verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses. And she said, because I drew him out of the water.
So now, after she had nursed the child, she brought the child back to Pharaoh's daughter. And Pharaoh's daughter became his mother. He became Pharaoh, he became her son.
Right.
She adopted him, you know what I mean, and called him Moses because she found him and drew him up out of the water. You know what I mean? And Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Because contrary to your popular belief and your ignorance, and I'm talking to the so-called Christian church, the ignorance of the Christian church, the ignorance of these Egyptologists who's supposed to know everything Egypt. Well, you did not know that Moses knew he was a Hebrew and his mother and his sister were by his side.
Right.
Dummies. Because you don't read the goddamn Bible. Anyway, let's get these next 7.
We still got it, verse 11.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Verse 11.
Verse 11. And it came to pass in those days that Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens.
Mm-hmm.
And he spied an Egyptian smiting in Hebrew, one of his brethren.
Mm-hmm. Now Moses goes out just on a normal day, and he sees an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his brethren, within an inch of their life. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to find out what Moses did, because keep in mind, Moses is raised in the house of Pharaoh.
Right.
He is raised to be an Egyptian, a good house slave, a good boy. Go ahead.
It's like, so Moses did not turn the other cheek.
Mm-hmm. Hey, definitely didn't. All right, let's get the Hebrew.
Because the book of Genesis, it's like the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 12 in the Hebrew. Way upon, Kaha, Rakah, Wayara, Kaya, Hayan, Hayash, Wayak, Amatazariah, Wayatama Nawa, Bakawal, verse 13, Wayatazah, Bayawath, it's like a Bayawam, Hashania, Wahana, Shanaya, Anashayam, Ibarium, Natazayam, Wayamar, Larashai, Lamud, Taka, Ra'ik, verse 14, Wayamar, Maya, Shamak, La'ayash, Shar, Washapat, Al Yanawa, Ha'ala, Ragania, Atha, Amar, Ka'ashar, Haragath, Hamatazaria, Wayayara. It's like, well, what? It's like, Wayayara, Masha, Wayamar, Akan, Novadai, Hadabar, verse 15, Wayashamai, Paraiha, Hadabar, Hazah, Wayabakwash, Laharag, Masha, Wayabarak, Moshe, Mapanya, Paraiha, Wayasha, Barataza, Madayan, Wayasha, Al, Habar, verse 16, Walakahan, Madayan, Shabai, Banawath, Batabana, Watadalana, Watamalana, Hara, Hatayam, Lashakwa, Tazaan, Abayahan, verse 17, Wayabawa, Harayam, Wayagar Shawam, Wayaquam, Moshe, Wayawasha'ain, Wayashak, Tazanam,
18.
Verse 18. Watabana, all, Raiwa, all, Abayahan, Wayamar, Marawai, Marathan, Ba'a, Hayawam.
Good job. All right, let's get the English.
God's book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 12 in the English. And she looked this way, it's like verse 12. And he looked this way and that way.
So Moses looked this way and he looked that way. Keep going.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian.
He what?
He slew the Egyptian.
So Moses, now keep in mind, Moses grew up in the house of Pharaoh. He grew up Egyptian rich. You know what I'm saying? But he knew that he was a Hebrew because his sister and his mother were with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I said one day he came and saw an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren. How else did he know that this Hebrew was one of his brethren, unless he was raised up to know he was a Hebrew?
Right.
He knew he was an Israelite. He knew that these were his people. You know what I mean? He was raised in Pharaoh's house. He was raised very well, rich. You know what I'm saying? But when he saw his brother getting beat by a police, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Beat by whatever, by this Egyptian for no reason. He went and he looked left, looked right, saw nobody was around, and he ran over and he slew that Egyptian to save his brother's life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, we're not saying for you to go out and imitate what Moses did.
Right.
But just to show the love and the compassion that he had, where he was more than a Jay-Z or a Kanye type of rich.
Right.
He was more than name a billionaire, name a millionaire. He was more than Oprah Winfrey rich.
Right.
You know what I mean? He was more than a LeBron James rich. This man was more than Michael Jordan rich. You get the picture. Moses grew up with an abundance of wealth at his disposal that you could not even imagine. And he threw it all away because he loved his people that much.
Right.
He didn't know this brother that was getting beaten. All he saw was a black man being brutalized by a goddamn African, and he went and defended his brother.
That's right.
Keep going.
Con, and hid him in the sand.
And hid the body in the sand. Good night. Keep going.
Con, verse 13. And when he went out that second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together.
Mm-hmm.
And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Mm-hmm. Now he saw these 2 brothers fighting, getting it in with each other. And this how much he loved. Once again, he loved his people to the point where he was trying to solve their conflict. Say, yo, why are y'all smiting each other? What are you fighting for? You know what I'm saying? Why are you attacking your brother? You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
Man, who are you? Who died and made, we say nowadays, who died and made you king?
Right.
So he said, man, who made you a prince and a judge? Who is you that you so high and mighty and important? Who put you in charge, nigga? That's what he just said to him.
Right.
Keep going.
Intendest thou to kill me? As thou killest the Egyptians?
He said, oh, what? So now because I'm fighting with him, you gonna kill me like you did the Egyptian? One thing about black people, you know what I'm saying? This is blacks and Hispanics right here. This is us in the early age. Right. The streets talk. The streets talk. You know what I'm saying? That's what right. Moses did, that dude who he saved went back and told everybody. He told somebody who told somebody who told somebody else, and now everybody knows what Moses did. All the Hebrews know. And you see this dude just, oh, what? Oh, who made you? Who died and made you king? Who put you in charge?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, who made you all high and mighty? What, you gonna kill me like you did the Egyptian yesterday? You think people didn't hear him? You think he being soft? You think he's talking to Moses softly and gently? He's in the middle of an argument. Moses comes over to break it up, and he's screaming at, you know what I mean? He's screaming this out. Keep going.
God, and Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Moses got scared. He said, oh, shoot. Everybody know now. He thought he did it in secret. He thought he did it. And he did do a very good deed. You know what I'm saying? Right. And help that brother. But he thought because nobody was around and nobody saw, he thought that he can do this real quick. Throw the body in some quicksand or whatever he did, stash the body away, you know what I'm saying, help the brother out and it'd be good. He didn't know the brother's gonna go run his mouth. And now you got wicked brothers like this one who, oh, you gonna kill me like you did the Egyptian? You know what I'm saying? Who died and made you? Who put you in charge? You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
Now, see, now, this cat saying this out in public, Now it made its way all the way up to Pharaoh. Now Moses going to help a black man out. Now his life is in danger because of the wickedness, because of the spirit that is on black people when we are in captivity. We hate each other.
Right.
We would rather fight and then get the brother that's in trying to break up the fight in trouble than to just back up and admit and have a conversation with a brother, admit that you're wrong, and see that maybe what you're fighting over ain't even that serious.
Right.
You're in captivity. Neither one of y'all got anything. Keep going.
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian.
Mm-hmm.
And he sat down by a well.
So now Moses had to flee. Moses had to go on the run. You know what I'm saying? He had to leave Egypt and all that wealth and all of that luxury that he had grown accustomed to living in, that he grew up in. He had to leave now and go on the run and hide in the land of Midian because of some loudmouth brothers who just couldn't wait to try to put Moses on blast. And now it's made it all the way up to the authorities because a dude snitched on him. Keep going.
Verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs to water with their father's flock.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock.
Now see, this is the character of Moses. Moses was just a good guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't let the fact that he was raised Egyptian and raised in an Egyptian household and did not live in poverty. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't raised as a servant in Pharaoh's house. He was raised as a son,
right?
You know, a grandson of Pharaoh. Adopted, yes, but he was still raised by Pharaoh's daughter in their house. You know what I mean? And despite all that, a lot of you brothers can't be raised in a house that make $100,000 a year. Right. Imagine being in a house that makes, you know what I'm saying, 100 billion a year. You know what I mean? And you really want for absolutely nothing and got served. You think Moses didn't have servants? You know what I'm saying? Cooking him food. They had served back in the days. They would bathe you. Right. You know what I mean? You didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have to dress yourself. You didn't have to bathe yourself. Hell, you barely had to feed your goddamn self. Right. Moses grew up in that type of environment where people pampered him all day long. And his people were forced to pamper him, and he loved his people. And he was just a nice guy. Now he's going and helping these Midianites. He's helping these people, and he ain't got nothing to do with them.
Right.
He was just there, and he saw what was going on, and he decided to help. Keep going.
Verse 18. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, "How is it that ye are come as soon today?"
So soon.
So soon today.
So now the girls are going back to their pops. He's like, yo, what are y'all doing home so soon? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all? Because they going to water the flocks. You know what I'm saying? That's not that's a daunting task right there.
Right.
That's something that's gonna take a little while. And they do it regularly. So the fathers want to, why y'all home so soon? Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? If y'all doing what you're supposed to do and handling your chores, you won't be back for another couple hours. Now let's pick up in the Hebrew. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and verse 19 in the Hebrew. What the Marwa, what the Marak, Ayash, Matazariah, Hatazaya Nawa, Mayad, Harayim, Wagam, Dala, Lanwa, Wayashak, Ath, Hatazaan, verse 20, Wayamar, Al, Banathatyawa, Wayawa, Lama, Za, Izabathwa, Izabathwan, Sakia, Izabatan, I kept putting that extra one in there. Hayash, Quran, Lawa, Wayakal, Lakam, verse 21. Wayawal, Masha, Lashabath, Ad, Ha'ayash, Wayathan, Ad, Tazapara, Bathwa, Lamasha, verse 22. Wathalad, Ban, Wayakara, Ad, Shamawa, Garasham, Kaya, Amar, Gar, Yathya, Barataza, Nakaraya, sorry. Verse 23, Wayahaya, Bayam, Habaryo, Haham, Wayamath, Malak, Matazarayam, sorry. Nakwa, Banya, Yasharala, Man, Haibara, Wayazai Kwawa, with the aisle. So I thumb, aisle, lahayam, man, haibara, verse 24. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it on now. Okay. Verse 24. Wayashamai, ayahaya, aliyaham, ath, nakwatham, Wayazakar, aliyaham, ath, barayathwa, ath, Abraham, ath, Yazakwak, wa'ath, Yaikwab, verse 25, Wayara, Aliyaham, Ath, Banya, Yasharala, Wayadai, Aliyaham. Aliyaham, yeah, that's it. All right, let's get the English.
Good. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 19 in the English. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds.
Now see this. So all right, so now all of you Egypt loving Egyptologists, everything blackety black cats, right? Who swear that you think that the Jewish man, the so-called Jewish man, is the original people of the Bible. No. Right. Anyone knows that the Egyptians were a dark-skinned people to the point where black people call Egyptians blacks, right? So if Moses looked like an Egyptian, that means that Moses too was black.
Right.
Moses lived in the house of Pharaoh. He wasn't an Edomite. He wasn't a extremely light-skinned or non-melanated, I hate to use that phrase, non-melanated person. He was not a white boy living in Egypt. Moses was black.
Right.
He was a dark-skinned brother, a Levite to be exactly, a Haitian. Moses was a Haitian. And when he came and saved these Midianite women, they said, well, look, that Egyptian over there saved us. Because even though he got exiled, he still had on the Egyptian garb. He had on the Egyptian clothing and style of dressing. And so because he had that on and because of how he looked, they assumed he was an Egyptian.
Right.
Keep going.
Khan. And also drew water enough for us and watered the flock. Verse 20. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is it that ye have left the man? Call him that he may eat bread.
He said, well, man, where is dude? He saved y'all life. He saved the flock. He watered the flock. That brother put in some work. Why'd y'all leave him behind?
Right.
Where is he go? Go get that man so we can break bread with him. Keep going.
Verse 21. And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter.
So Moses was content. The brother offered Moses, like, man, look, you can stay with me as long as you need.
Right.
What happened? What's your story? What's going on? You out here, you ain't got a place, so you can stay with us as long as you need. And then he gave him his daughter Zipporah, the wife. Keep going.
Verse 22. And she bare him a son, and he called his name Gershom, for he said, I have been a stranger in a strange land.
Right. So he had his son Gershom, who now his name means a stranger in a strange land. Keep going.
Verse 23. And it came to pass in process of time that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel sighed by reason of the bondage, and they cried. And their cry came up unto God by reason of bondage.
Now, the king of Egypt, who he died, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this is the king that had them in slavery. This is the king. It's crazy how we're in slavery. The king dies, and we're weeping for the king. Now, it's because of the bondage. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
And they probably also know that the kid that he rose up underneath him is going to be 10 times worse than his father.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think about it. If it's just like nowadays with these kids that grow up in these racist households. Your father's in the Klan, your father's a Proud Boy or a neo-Nazi or the Blood Tribe or whatever the hell they got going on out here. Chances are that you're gonna be that.
Right.
Your father hates Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Chances are you're gonna hate Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you want to do your father proud. You probably hate them more because you grew up hating them from a child and hearing hateful things about us. And like in America, a lot of times they're jealous of us because they see our swag. They see we're everywhere. Everything cool is Black. You think it wasn't the same way in Egypt? You know what I'm saying? Keep going. Slack.
Verse 24. And God heard their groaning. And God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and with Jacob.
So now now, you know what I'm saying? They suffering is increasing. They're crying up to the Lord. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do? Oh Lord. And the Lord heard their cries. And instead of turning his back on them, now keep in mind, we're in this situation because we probably eating all types of Egyptian meals, and you know what I'm saying? So the Lord remembered his promise, his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Keep going.
Verse 25. And God looked upon the children of Israel, and God had respect unto them.
See, we were in there, and God remembered, and so then he looked. He heard the cries, and he looked, and he had respect on us. Because, you know, even though we were in bondage, even though we didn't lose our identity, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were keeping as many of our customs and traditions as possible. You know, unlike in this captivity where we don't know who we are, we have completely adopted all the ways of our slave masters. You know what I'm saying? We want to do everything that they do. We want to be everything that they want to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep going.
Let's see,
oh, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, get back to the Hebrew.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wamasha, Haya, Ra'ihah, Af, Taza'an, Yetharawa, the Katanawa, Kahan, Madayan, where Nahak, Af, Hataza'an, Akkad, it's like a car, Hamadabar, Wayaba, all, Hara, Ha'alahayam, it's like Ha'alahayam, Karabah, verse 2, Wayara, Mala'ak, Yahweh, Alayawa, Balabath, Asha, Matawak, Hashanah, Layara, Wahana, Hasana, Ba'ir, Ba'ash, Wa'asana, Ayananawa, Abal, verse 3, where you Amar, Masha, Asara, Na'a, Wa'ara, Aha, Af, Hamara, Aha, Hagadal, Hazah, Marawai, La'a, Yaba'ir, Hasanah, verse 4. Wayara, Yahweh, Kaya, Sar, Larawath, Wayakara, Alahaya, Alahayim, Matawak, Hatanah, Waya Amar, Masha, Waya Amar, Hananiah, verse 5. Waya Amar, all, Dakara, Halam, Shaw, Na'ilayak, Ma'al, Ragalayak, Kaya, Hamakuwan, Ashar, Atha, Amawad, it's like Awamad, Al-Yawad, Adamath, Kodash, Hawa, verse 6, Waya Amar, Anakaya, Alahaya, Abayak, Alahaya, Abaraham, Alahaya, Yatazakak, Wa Alahaya, Yaikwa, Waya Sadar, Masha, Panayawa, Kaya, Yara, Ma'abayat, all, Ha'alahayim, verse 7, Wayamar, Yahweh, Ra'aha, Ra'ayatia, Ath, Anaya, Amaya, Ashar, Bamatazarium, Wa'ath, Taza'aquatum, Shama'aith, Mapanaya, Nagashayawa, Kaya, Yawa'aithia, Ath, Makawa, it's like a ma, Ka'abawar, it's like a ma, Maka, Abba, Yawa.
Right.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 1, in the English. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb. Verse 2, and the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed.
Now Moses went and he saw a flaming fire in the midst of a bush, and the bush was burning, but it was not consumed. It was burning, but it wasn't burning. Keep going.
Verse 3, and Moses said, I will now turn aside and see this great sight, while the bush is not burnt. Verse 4.
And he said, look, I know I'm not going crazy. All right, I'm going to turn around and turn back around.
Right.
You know what I mean? Make sure I'm seeing what's going on. But this bush is burning, but it's not being burnt. Keep going.
Verse 4. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here am I.
So the Lord saw that Moses turned around. He was like, he knew what Moses was doing. So he called his name out of the midst of the bush. And Moses responded and said, here am I, Lord. I'm right here, Lord. Yes, Lord. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 5. And he said, draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. For the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
Keep going.
God, verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon God.
Now, Moses, he turned around and you know what I mean, the father let Moses know who he was, you know what I mean? And Moses was afraid to look. And it's not that God was not there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If you go back up, it said an angel. So I get. What did it say the angel at?
Verse 2.
Right, in verse 2, an angel of the Lord appeared unto him in the flame of fire. You know what I mean? So, but he know this is a messenger of the Lord, because God has never stepped foot on this planet.
Right.
Okay, he has sent messengers, he sent the angels, he sent Yahweh Shai, all those, but he's talking to him, and Moses knows what it is, and he is terrified to look. So there goes, you know, everybody think, oh, when an angel comes, you're gonna be like, oh no, man, you're gonna bow your head to the ground, and you are going to be terrified out your soul to look an angel in his face. You know what I'm saying? Was that 7? Oh no, keep going.
Verse 7, and the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of the taskmasters, for I know their sorrow.
So the Lord said, he said, I've seen the affliction that they're going on with my people in Egypt. Right. You know what I mean? And I remember it said he remembered the covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He just told him, I am the God of your father Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. You know what I mean? He let Moses know who he is. He's shouting Moses' pedigree out to him to let him know, according to the promise that was made, whose God he was. Right. And this is to the God that we worship to this day, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, also known as Yahweh in the Hebrew. You know what I mean? And so he said, look, I've seen and I know their sorrows. He said, I've heard their cries because of what they're doing to them in Egypt. Right. You know what I mean? All right, so we're going to pick up this next 8 in Hebrew. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wa'arad, lahatazah, yalawa, mayad, matazarayim, walahai, latwa, walahai latwa, man, haratazah, hahawa, al, haratazah, tawabah, warakab, wa rakabah, al, haratazah, zabath, kalab, with a bosh, al, makawam, hakanaaya, wakathya, wahakathya, wahamar, wahamarya, parazaya, wahakayawa, yabawasat, what socket, waya bawasat saya. Verse 9. Waitha hagat socket, hana taza ikwath, baniya yasharala, ba'a aliyah yamam socket, yagam ra'a yatat ra yatatya ath halakatazak ashar matazarayim lakat tazayam athyam. Verse 10. Waitha lakam wa'a shalakak al pariah waha yatazah ath amiyah baniyah yasharala mama tazaria. Verse 11. Wa yamar mashah al halayaham maya anakia kaya alak al pariah wakaya wayatazaya ath banya yasharala mamatazarayim. Verse 12. Wayamar kaya ahaya imak wazara socket waza lak hawat kaya anakia shalak dayak shalak baha watazar ayak I sakia ha'ain mamatazarium thibarium Ath, Lahayam, Al, Hahar, Hazah, verse 13. Well, Yamar, Mashah, Al, Halahayam, Hana, Anakia, Ba'a, Al, Banya, Yasharala, well, Marathia, Laham, Al-Hayab, Atawati Kam, Shalakniya, Al-Yakam, Wamarwa, Laya, Ma'a, Shamwa, Ma'a, Amar, Aliyaham, verse 14. Wayamar, Aliyaham, Al, Mashah, Ahaya, Ashar, Ahaya, Yamar, Kaha, Damar, Labania, Yasharala, Ahaya, Shalakanya, Aliyakam.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, and verse 8 in the English. And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of that land unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites.
So he said, listen, I heard their sorrows, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord's had respect on them. So I've come down to deliver y'all up out of this slavery and get you back in and put you in a land of milk and honey. That means a land of abundance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Well, you won't starve. You have plenty to eat and drink. You know what I mean? And it's the land of the Canaanites, Hittites, Amorites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. And the reason that he's giving them those people's land is because those people moved into the land that the Lord promised us.
Right.
So we're about to go take it back. Keep going.
Verse 10.
What happened?
Okay, I don't remember reading on press up yet. Verse 10.
Okay.
Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth to my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
He said, look, I'm going to send you, come on, and I'm going to send you on the Pharaoh, and so that you can get our people out of Israel. Keep going.
Verse 11. And Moses said unto God, who am I, that I should go unto Pharaoh, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt?
Now he said, well, yeah, he basically the same thing the brother said to him. Who are you? He said, well, who am I that I should do this? You know what I mean? I'm nobody. You know what I mean? I'm a murderer. You know, I'm a no good sellout. I'm a murderer. I'm none of these good things. You know what I mean? Who am I? Keep going.
Verse 12. And he said, certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve God upon his mountain, upon this mountain.
Right. He said, look, I'm going to be with you. And when you bring them out, you're going to bring them to this mountain over here. And y'all going to serve the Lord on this mountain. Keep going.
Verse 13. And Moses said unto God, behold, when I come unto the children of Israel, and shall say unto them, the God of your fathers has sent me unto you. And they shall say to me, what is his name? What shall I say unto them?
Yeah, he said, when I go back to them and say, well, look, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of your fathers sent me to you to lead you out of this captivity. They're going to say, well, what God is that? What's his name? Because remember, they're in Egypt. Now, don't get it wrong. They know who their God is. They know their custom and traditions. They don't know who Moses is. You know, they know Moses was raised in the house of Pharaoh, so they're thinking Moses some little sellout. You know what I mean? He says, so when they ask me this, Lord, what should I tell them that they'll know that you sent me? And basically, he told the next thing he's about to tell them is something only his people knew and that heathens did not know.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 14. And God said unto Moses, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, I am has sent me unto you.
7. All right. Was it the last 7? Or one more?
We began another 14 verses to get to 4.
Let's get them.
Come. So we're going to read 15 all the way to 22.
Yeah.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter
21.
21.
Yeah, 15 to 21.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, verse 15 in the Hebrew. We Amar, Iwad, Alahayim, all, Masha, Kaha, the Amar, all, Panayah, Yasharala, Yahweh, Alahayah, Abaya, Abat Yakam, Alahayah, Abaraham, Alahayah, Yatazakak, Wa Alahayah, Yaikwa, Shalakanya, Alayakam, Zaha, Shamaya, La'ilam, Waza, Zakaria, Ladar, Dar, verse 16, Ka, Wasapath, Ath, Zakonaya, Yasharala, Wa Marath, Alaham, Yahweh, Alayah, it's like Alahayah, Abat Yakam, Baraha, Alayah, Alahayah, Abaraham, Yatazakak, Wiyaikwab, La'amar, Paquad, Pakwadatia, Athkam, Wa'ath, Ha'ashawaya, Lakam, Bamatazarium, verse 17, Wa'amar, Alahayah, Ba'ila, Athkam, Ma'anayah, Matazarium, all, Arataza, Hakana'ainia, it's like Hakana'ainia, Wa'akatia, Wa'amaria, Wa'aprazaria, Wa'hanawaya, Wa'ayaba Wasia, it's like all, Arataza, Zabath, Kalab, Wadabash, verse 18, Washamaiwa, Lakolak, Waba'ath, Atha, was a Quanaya, or Yasharala, all, Malak, Batazarian, Wabarathim, Ala Yawa, Yahweh, Alahayah, Ha'abrayayam, the Korah, Ayanawa, Wa'itha, Nalaka, Na'a, the Rock, Shalashah, Yamayam, Bama Dabar, when a Zabaka, La Yahweh, Ala Hayanawa, verse 19, Wa'ania, Yada Aitia, Kaya, La'a, Yathan, Athka, Malak, Matazarian, Lahalak, Wala'a, Bayad, Hazakwa, verse 20, Washalaktia, Ath, Yadai, Wakayatia, Ath, Batazarian, Bakal, Napalatia, Ashar, Aisha, Bakara Bawa, Wakaya, Khan, Yeshalak, Athkam, verse 21, Monatatia, Ath, Khan, Ha'aim, Hazah, Bayanaya, Batazarian, Yahaya, Kaya, Dalakawan, La'a, Dalakawa, Wayakwam.
That was it?
Yeah.
All right, let's get the English.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 3, and verse 15. And God said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, The Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is for a memorial unto all generations.
So he told them, listen, the name that you're going to tell them is I am that I am. That's it.
Right.
God said, look, I am that I am. I am what I am. I am who I am. That's my name. You know what I'm saying? So tell them I am has sent you. And then when you get among them, for moreover, tell them that the God of Abraham, that God of your father, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob has sent you to me. Right. Sent me to you. You know what I mean? That's just what you go and tell them. And that's going to be a memorial into all generations, the fact that I sent you to them. Right. You know what I mean? This is going to be forever. This is my name forever. My name forever is I am. Right. I am God. I am the power. I am the Lord. I am everything. I am the creator. You know what I'm saying? And that's what y'all are going to call me forever. Keep going.
Verse 16, go and gather the elders of Israel together and say unto them, the Lord God of your fathers, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob, appeared unto me, saying, I have surely visited you and seen that which is done to you in Egypt. Verse 17, and I have said, I will bring you up out of the affliction of Egypt unto the land of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
And as I said, once again, he's reiterating to him, go say this to your people. Let them know directly what I have told you. This is exactly what you say unto them. And the land that I'm going to put you in is the land that he promised to Abraham. Right. He promised this land to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. You know what I'm saying? This is the promised land. And all of these nations that he named are living on where at that time were living on our land. Just like right now, a lot of these same people right now have gravitated back to our land and is living on our land. Right. Keep going.
Verse 18. And they shall say, hearken to thy voice, and thou shalt come, thou and the elders of Israel, unto the king of Egypt. And ye shall say unto him, the Lord God of the Hebrews had met with us. And now let us go, we beseech thee, 3 days' journey into the wilderness, that we may sacrifice to the Lord our God.
Now see, he didn't say, let my people out of slavery. He didn't say, free my people and we done and we leaving. He said, no, when you go to him, just simply ask to me, let your people go so that you can go into the wilderness for 3 days and sacrifice to your God. Come, make a simple and humble request. 3 days. We're in bondage 7 days out of the week. Right. Have been in bondage for hundreds of years, 400 years of bondage. And all Moses asked this stinking heathen Pharaoh for was 3 goddamn days. Keep going.
Verse 19. And I am sure that the king of Egypt will not let you go. No, not by a mighty hand.
No, he's not going to let you go, not by a mighty hand. He is definitely not going to let you go. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Verse 20. And I will stretch out my hand and smite Egypt with all my wonders, which I will do in the midst thereof. And after that, he will let you go.
He said, don't worry about it. And after he refused you with his mighty hand, you know what I'm saying, and flex his power, I'm going to stretch out my hand. And after I finish stretching out my hand over Egypt, trust me, he's going to let you go. Right. Keep going.
Verse 21. And I will give this people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And it shall come to pass that when ye go, ye shall not go empty.
Self-explanatory right there. You know what I mean? That was 21, right? Yep. All right, so let's pick it up. Book of Exodus, chapter 3 and verse 22 in the Hebrew. Washalah, Ashar, Mashakan, Mashakanath, Mashakanatha, Shanaktha, Wamagarath, Bayatha, Kalia, Kasak, Wakalia, Za'ab, Washamath, Washamatham, Al, Banayakam, Wa'il, but not Yakam, Wanatazah, Latham, Av, Matazariah. This is the book of Salakia. The book of Exodus, chapter 4. Salakia, one moment. The book of Exodus, chapter 4 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayayin, Salakia, Wayayin, Masha, Wayamar, Waham, Salakia, Waham, Wahan, La'a, Yamar, Yaban, Salakia, Yamar, Yanwa, Laya, Wala, Yashamaywa, Wakwalia, Kaya, Yamarwa, La'a, Nara'ah, Aliyak, Yahweh. Verse 2. Where Yamar, Halayawa, Yahweh, Mazah, Bayadak, where Yamar, Masah. Verse 3. Where Yamar, Hashalak, Hawa, Hashalakyawa, Hawa, Slakia. Atazarah, where your Malak, Yahweh. Aratazah, Salakia. Where your Haya, Lanakash, where your Bas, Mashah, Mapanyawa. Verse 4. Where your Mar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Shalak, Yadak, Wathaz, Bazanbawa, Yashalak, Yadwa, Kazak, Ban, Sakya, Bawa, Yahaya, Lahazat, Lahata, Lamata, Bakas, Akya, Bakapawa, verse 5, Lama'ai, Ya'amar, Sakya, Ya'a, Mayanawa, Kaya, Nara'ah, Aliyak, Yahweh, Aliyaha, Sakya, Alahaya, Abanak, Sakya, Abatham, Aliyaha, Abraham, Aliyah, Yatazakak, Walaya, Yaiqab, verse 6. Where Yamar, Yahweh, Lawa, Iwad, Abba, Na'a, Yadak, Baka Yaquab, where Yabah, Yadwa, Baka Yaquab, Saki, Baka Yawa, Waya, Watazah, Wahaba, Yadwa, Matazaraya, no, Matazara'ith, Kashagal, Kashalag. All right, let's finish this on out.
God, it's the book of Exodus, chapter 4, and verse 22 in the Hebrew.
Mm-hmm. I think they did.
Good night. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 23 in the Hebrew.
No, it's 22.
In the English.
Mm-hmm.
Thus,
wait, where you at?
Exodus 4:22.
That's the King James.
I think the book did something wrong here.
They skipped.
But the Hebrew goes into the 22. It goes into 4. Wait a minute. Oh, 3 and 22.
Yeah. 4 and 22.
I was like 3. I was at the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the book of, I keep saying Genesis 2. Thinking Genesis. Yeah, it's 3 and 22.
Yeah, 3 and 22. Yeah.
It's the book of Genesis, Exodus chapter 3, verse 22 in the English.
Mm-hmm.
But every woman shall borrow of her neighbor, and of her that sojourneth in her house, jewels of silver, and jewels of gold, and raiment. Ye shall put them upon your sons, and upon your daughters. Ye shall spoil the Egyptians.
He said, look, everybody, you're not going to leave out of Egypt empty-handed. He said, you're going to get favor in my sight, in the sight of the Egyptians. And believe me, every neighbor they're going to give you gold and jewels and raiment, and you're going to put them on your sons and daughters. And you shall spoil the Egyptians. You know what I mean? You shall make merchandise of them. You would take their goods. You know, they're going to open their doors and let you take whatever the hell you want when you're leaving out. He said, trust me. This is the Lord telling Moses, trust me. This is what's going to happen. Keep going.
Because, book of Exodus chapter 4, verse 1. And Moses answered and said, but behold, they will not believe me, nor hearken unto my voice, for they will say, the Lord had not appeared unto thee.
He said, listen, Lord, we got a hard-headed, stiff-necked people. They're not going to listen to me. They're going to say, God ain't told you nothing.
Right.
Read.
Verse 2. And the Lord said unto him, what is that in thine hand? And he said, a rod.
So Moses had a staff in his hand. He said, what's that in your hand? He said, I got a rod, a staff. You know what I'm saying? Because believe me, look, our people still to this day in this captivity tell us and Commander General Yohana, the Lord ain't told y'all nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? We go through the same thing. History repeats itself. Captivity has repeated itself. The longest captivity we ever went through back then, this is the longest captivity we've ever gone through in our history. And our people are doing the same exact thing right now to us that they did to Moses. They say the same thing to us that they said to Moses, and that Moses feared that they would say to him. Keep going.
Verse 3. And he said, cast it on the ground. And he cast it on the ground. And it became a serpent, and Moses fled from before it.
He said, throw your rod on the ground. Throw your staff on the ground. And Moses threw it on the ground. It became a snake. And he was, Keep going.
Verse 4. And the Lord said unto Moses, put forth thine hand, and take it by the tail. And he put forth his hand, and caught it. And it became a rod in his hand.
And he said, look, go pick it up by the tail. And he grabbed it by the tail, it became a rod again. It became a staff again in his hand. Keep going.
Verse 5, that they may believe that the Lord God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, had appeared unto thee.
He said, listen, I'm going to give you the abilities to do things. Do stuff. This is what you do. And then they're going to believe that God appeared on you. Trust me, I got you.
Right.
Keep going.
Verse 6, and the Lord said furthermore unto him, put now thine hand into thy bosom. And he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow.
So then he took his hand and put it in his bosom. He put it, it's like me going in my garment. This is what he did.
Right.
He did this, and when he took his hand out, it was white as snow. It was leprous. It was completely, totally white, stripped of all melanin, white as snow. You know what I'm saying? And then that's where we're going to stop. We're going to pick it up next week. Right? Now, that's also one, when you watch that Charleston Heston, Moses, or the 10 Commandments and all these Edomite movies that they do, that's one of the miracles the Lord did that Edom cannot and will not imitate in those movies.
Right.
Because how can a white man put his hand inside of his little toga and pull it out and it's white?
Right.
It would mean nothing to see that. But you take a brother, you take a dark-skinned brother, you take a Haitian brother, you take a brother that's Wesley Snipes black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he puts his hand inside of his garment. He puts his hand in his bosom, in his shirt, and you know what I mean? And he pulls it out, and that thing is pure white, leprous as snow. That's a miracle.
Right.
That's power. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's go. Let's end it right there. Say that loud just because we in there, people don't mind. You gotta say that loud.
Oh, it's like,
yeah, you got it. It's still projected. Because remember, they stand at home.
Yasharala. Muslim, which means to stand. Upon our condom, turn to face the east. You do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayah, Quadas, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwa, Aba'ah, Ratazak, Ayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazak, Kawah, Hayah, Bashemayah, Dulanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yuwam, Basalakanaw, Kabawayanaw, Kasalakanaw, Kabawayanaw, Wala'ah, Dabayayanaw, Bonasai one, a ball, Hawashayanaw, Mayan, Rod, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, Awalum,
Aman, in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
I cut the power of the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathanaw, Hakat, Larapa'ah, Kal Makala, Wakal Matawah, Hakat, Latahar, Hamatazariah, Hakat, Lahaki, Hamati, Hakat, Al-Kawa, Atama'ala, Nagar Shun, Ba'ashem
Yahushua,
Wadaman,
in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power, the power to heal, all manner of sickness, and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
The plan of Israel, the Hebrew, Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Raklanaw,
Bayasharala,
Habayah,
Saparia, Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Wadaman, in English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us, and Israel, and the school, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahari, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Izari, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratazah, Ayathan, Lamawat, Ragal, Al-Yanawam, Shamar, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamar, Yahweh, Tazal, Al-Yed,
Yamyaka, Yawamam,
Hashemash, La'ah, Yakai, Bayarak, Balayallah, Yahweh, Yashamar, Bakal Yashamar, after the Pasha, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'at, Babu'at, Ma'itha,
Awalum, in the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasharala shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out, and thy coming in, from this time forth, and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam.
Alahayam.
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah.
Lekut.
Lekut.
Al-Takaras.
Al-Takaras.
Al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwat.
All. Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awabika.
Awabika.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Al-Amika.
Yarayam.
Yarayamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'i Tazawat.
Ya'i Tazawat.
Al-Tazapawanya.
Al-Tazapawamika.
Amaru.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanikakidam.
Wanikakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasharala.
Sham Yasharala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'i Tazawat.
Nawa'i Tazawat.
Labat.
Labat.
Yakad.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Bariyah.
Bariyah.
Yakarata.
Yakaratu.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawan.
Adawan.
Wayashamai.
Wayashimai.
Alayam.
Alayam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagari.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
Amyashabi.
Amyashabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum
Gum
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Aimon.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zerawai.
Zerawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadi.
Kamadi.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kayabi.
Kayabi.
Panakal.
Panakal.
Koyashawan.
Koyashawan.
Nashimadi.
Nashimadi.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'ira.
Da'ira.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
La Adam.
La Adama.
Shayatam.
Shayatam.
Nada.
Nada.
Yatmo.
Yadmu.
Kaira.
Kaira.
Wakasabah.
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 Wakatazalmanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Call Nasiakamu.
Call Nasiakamu.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amaru.
Nairashah.
Narisha.
Lanawa.
Nalawa.
Ah. The Awat.
The Awa.
Alahayam.
Alahaya.
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 Shayatam.
Shayatam.
Gagala.
Gagala.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
The Panya.
The Panya.
Rawaka.
Rawaka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Double Ira.
The Ba'ira.
Ya'ira.
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Dalahat.
Dalahat.
Hariyam.
Hariyam.
Khan.
Don.
Daradatma.
Daradatma.
Basairika.
Basairika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapatka.
Wapatka.
Dabahalam.
Dabahalam.
Mala'a.
Mala'ai.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawan.
Kwalawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Bokwashwa.
Wakwashwa.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Behold.
Behold.
Adiai.
Adiai.
Waya.
Waya.
Kapar.
Kapar.
Waya.
Waya.
Abadu.
Badu.
Waya.
Waya.
Da'ira.
Da'ira.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Ata.
Shimka.
Shimka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Labad.
Labad.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Al.
Al.
Cow.
Cow.
Haratazah.
Ratazah. In the English. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
thine
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
they that hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted. Against thy hidden ones.
Against thy hidden ones.
They have said.
They have said.
Come.
Come.
And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah.
The name of Yasharallah.
May be no more in remembrance.
May be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
Of Moab.
The Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
Gabal.
Gabal.
And Ammon.
And
Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As to the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
To Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kisan.
The brook of Kisan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They have become as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeel.
Like Zeel.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zabah.
All the princes as Zabah.
And as Zamunah.
And as Zamunah.
Who said.
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh in possession.
The house of Yahweh possession.
Oh my power.
Oh my power.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As a stubble before the wind.
As stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
As the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Psalms, Mr. Turn. Men of Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imazul, Barak,
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatham.
Yes, Matah. To the sisters in Israel, Imam Shabbat, Imam Barak.
Yahweh Shema Latham Ba'Shem Yahushua.
Yes, Matah. Sabbath service dismissed.